market, the trading floor, where Temple Ashaju, our business correspondent, is wrapping up the show just a little bit the way he started. Temple, the minimum wage conversation has been out there, as you know, but of course, most likely, I'm sure you are one of those who already earned 30,000, so your name is not on the list here for that wage increase yet. So let's talk about the stock market. So where are we?
Well, if you bring the minimum wage thing to the markets, it should bring some kind of liquidity to the system. But we know that by implication, there will certainly be inflation eventually. So I'm not sure what the mindset of a lot of traders is about that, you know, but well, we'll just see how things pan out eventually.
Yes,
it is something good. We need to change this whole game of low consumer purchasing power. We need to strengthen it to a large extent, I think so.
I agree with you. We can use some increased minimum wage, at least consumer spending will boost a bit. I'm just worried that our savings and investment is not running at the pace in which one. If you pay 30,000 minimum wage, it's all mostly going to go into consumption, and I'm not sure what percentage of that will be into savings, and then you talk about investing in your market.
Well, a whole lot needs to change if it gets to that, if we have to bring that aspect in. You know, a lot of retail investors, especially at the lower class, haven't been positive about this market in recent times. So a whole lot of awareness creation, a whole lot of change of mind, mentality has to be done. Basically, a kind of investment education, investors clinic has to be taken to a whole lot of people at the lower class so they can revamp their confidence on this market. But I don't see that happening any moment from now. However, let's quickly bring you up to speed with the state of the market before we lose the time.
Yeah, please go ahead, Temple. I just want to say that I met two elderly individuals over the last 3 days in a banking hall, and they were all trying to submit their application form for the Circle IPO and all of that. And I was surprised that some folks are still very passionate and enamored by this market. They still see opportunities. They've had this culture of stock market investing, and they recognize me being the guy on television. And I was surprised that they came there, and because the application, the offering was closing on the 9th, which is about 3 days ago, and they were there pressing on the bankers and said, look, I got it from my stockbroker. They said, I should bring it to the bank. I want to pay it in now before the offer expires. And I was saying, hold on a second. This looks really good.
Exactly. Bosun, you know that those are retirees that have the knowledge of retirement life management. These are investment savvy aged ones.
Yes.
The likes is not much in this market. They need this information I need to put out quickly. Well, the market is currently positive.
I don't know what's wrong with the younger generation.
20%.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the younger generation. They just want to buy iPhone and iPad without buying stocks. But go ahead.
Anyways, we're positive right now. The uptrend we saw yesterday is continuing in the market. We've seen Dangote Cement adding some value again. It's now trading at 172 naira per share, against about 30 basis points this morning so far. Guarantee Trust Bank has done some positive movements, up some 0.90%. FBN Holdings is adding some 70 basis points to its share price value, and Diamond Bank is done some 1.01% in its share price, and that is positive because Diamond Bank has now crossed the resistance level of 2 naira, back to 2 naira 1 kobo, now having added some kobos actually to the share price. We've also seen that the top trades that we're having in the market right now is between NEM Insurance, Guarantee Trust Bank, and of course Diamond Bank. If we look at the news surrounding NEM Insurance at this point in time, VFD Group, one of the major stakeholders in that company, and a few other investors or shareholders have pulled out of the company. 30% of VFD Group stake has been sold off, and that represents some 1.6 billion units ordinary shares, fully paid up capital belonging to that financial services firm. It has also raised some 2.7 billion naira. So this is beginning to tell on the share price of NEM Insurance, and it's probably going to go lower going forward.
Okay, Temple, thank you very much. You you deserve this very nice weekend. Take it. And that goes also to all our viewers out there here in Nigeria and around the world. We thank you very much for watching. We'll see you back on Monday, the 14th of January.